this past weekend, I got balls deep in the Aliens movies. I remember watching them as a child. I don't know how old, but I remember watching them. And so there was like a fucking, an algorithm published some shit in my fucking feed, and I was like, something happened with seeing an image of Ripley from the Alien series, and I was like, hey, I should watch those because I know that they're awesome, and I've seen like 2 of them, but let me start from the beginning. And so I looked up and I researched what order should I watch the Alien movies in. And it was like Prometheus, Covenant, Aliens, Alien 3, which sounds weird, but it's Alien. Aliens is Alien 2, and Alien 3 is the third, and then Alien Resurrection. I'm currently on Alien 3. So I watched Prometheus, Covenant, and Aliens, and now I'm on Alien 3. With one more to go. I'm on Alien Resurrection and then Aliens. And in my research, I found out they're talking about another Alien movie. But then you could throw in Predator, which there's Alien vs. Predator, all that shit, and you can look at side stories. And you can go off on there's comic books and stuff, and I'm not going to get into that shit. I just want to watch the movies. The book was better. Fuck you. All right? As I'm watching the fucking Aliens movie, the one thing I thought is, why don't they ever get full? I eat a tiny chicken and I'm full. I have some chicken broth and I'm full. Why the fuck don't the aliens get fucking full? It seems like bullshit. You can look at movies and be like, oh, there's all these little things. What the fuck? What is going on? You look at the movies we did for this last Halloween and be like, there's no point. You look at a lot of the shit in any movies, there's no point. I will say that alien movies are flawless. They're flawless. The one thing that I will bring up is that they never get full, which is weird because I could eat to excess. I could probably eat more than an alien. And they devour humans. They also impregnate humans, which is weird. It doesn't matter male or female. But my question is, why don't they ever get hungry? For James Cameron, he fucking produces a lot of these movies. He made most of them. And why don't they get hungry? Or, excuse me, why don't they get full? I was very confused about that part. I was very confused about why they just, and it goes for like Jurassic Park or anything. If everything is like the same, which it would be, it doesn't matter which kind of organic life, eventually you get full. You're not going to be able to fill a bunch of your fucking gullet with human meat. Eventually, you get full. So what the fuck are we talking about here? An alien that just goes over and bites them with this extra set of teeth that comes out like it's on an arm? Fucking punctures the body? Eventually, you'll be like, I'm so full. Fuck. And then it goes like this. Then it's just like you on Thanksgiving, where you're just like eating too much turkey. Like you're just like with these teeth like, God damn it, I don't want to eat anymore. I can't stomach anymore. So that's the one thing I didn't get about the whole alien thing. It's just going around fucking biting people. Like sticking its fucking mouth tube on people. Yes. The other thing I didn't get was why the fuck did anybody fucking cast Bill Paxton? Because Bill Paxton is an alien too. Aliens. Essentially, the second alien movie that was ever made. And like, it made me think, is there a typecast for pussies? Because that's essentially what Bill Paxton is. I used to watch movies in the fucking 80s and 90s as a youngster. A little squirt. And, I would see Bill Paxton. I didn't think much of it until recently as I'm watching fucking, I'm a grown man right now. I've got man tendencies. I'm a fucking man. I got hairy man chest and I got fucking man things I do, like change my oil, fucking switch a tire out or two. But Bill Paxton doesn't do any of those things, and I see him on movies. Maybe he's different, but he plays the perfect pussy. I'm just gonna be honest. Like every movie I've seen him, and maybe you'll fucking think about it. Be like, every movie I've seen with Bill Paxton, he's a giant pussy as well. 'Cause he fucking is. Bill Paxton is typecast as a pussy. He's never really been awesome and like he's a good actor, I guess. I couldn't do what he did. But maybe he's awesome at being a fucking giant puss in the 80s films. I don't fucking know. I'll use an example. I saw Aliens with an S, which is Alien 2. And he was a giant pussy. He's like, well, man, what are we gonna fucking do? We're fucking dead. You've seen that fucking character from the 80s. It's always the same. They're always like, well, we're fucked, man. We're fucking fucked. We're fucking fucked. And they fucking die. They're the people that fucking bring the whole crew down. Everybody else is like, God damn it, calm down. And they grab him by the shirt and they slap him. Well, that's Bill Paxton in every movie. And I'll give you an example. Go look at Aliens, Alien 2, Aliens. You can download this shit on fucking Amazon Prime. And then go check out fucking True Lies. A fucking classic. True Lies. He's the greasy car salesman that's like pretending to be a fucking like an international spy or some shit for the CIA, and like he's trying to fuck Arnold Schwarzenegger's girlfriend, Jamie Lee Curtis. Famously, he's trying to fuck her famously, but he's a giant pussy when the fucking Terminator shows up and goes, you can watch it, but he's his character. I looked it up. His character is called Simon because I literally went on Google. I was like, damn, Bill Paxton is typecast as a pussy. What's his characters? Oh, there's a whole list of fucking pussy characters. Bill Paxton plays. God damn it. But in True Lies, which is awesome because Schwarzenegger gets in a fucking Harrier jet and flies off and saves the day. Bill Paxton's character is called Simon. And he's a car salesman. But as I'm watching this fucking movie, I'm like, man, the 80s and 90s are so, like, they're seamless, right? So the 80s were just a certain way, a certain look, which is very different than the fucking 70s. It's very different. But the 90s are kind of like the flannel era. Like, I'm wearing flannel right now. It came back, baby, but the 80s and the 90s are fucking very similar. And I'll say that because I watched Alien 1 through 3, and they're just, it's like there's no change in technology. It's funny because if you look at the technology, it's like they developed CGI over that time, like all of the 3D effects for video games and shit, the precursor to all the video games you see. And it's almost like from the 80s, which is very like realistic, like everybody's wearing a costume, the alien walks around, he looks stupid as shit when you see it today, to where they develop 3D graphics and it's like, holy fuck, it gets worse, But it's like all that shit's timeless. And one of the things that I noticed is you cannot tell how old people are. I think what's her fucking face? Who is it? Who played the fucking the fucking lady that was Sigourney Weaver. Awesome actress from the 80s and 90s. And I think she did some other shit after that, but fucking phenomenal. Like, if you look at acting and actresses and actors and stuff like that, she's fucking awesome. She plays a great character from the 80s and 90s. But after that, I don't know so much. But it's fucking you can't tell how old she is, because I think at one point they say she's like 20, but she looks like she's fucking the same age. Like, what did they give people back then? Like, what were they putting in the water? She looks old as shit back then in the fucking 80s and 90s, but she's probably like fucking 30. I don't know. Or she's probably 20. Who knows? You know, the only way you can tell that these people are fucking a certain age, you got to look at their bush like the way you look at a tree. When you cut a tree down, you be like, oh, that tree was 15 because there's rings. And then, like, it depends on how big their bush is. You know, that's how fucking old they are. It's like if it's 3 inches, you're 30. You've grown. You've got a huge bush. You're 30. Your bush pushes your fucking hands out. You know, one of the things is like, you know, there's a common thing that people talk about. They're like, if I had a fucking machine gun in the 1400s or some shit, and it's like, you know, that's all well and good. Like if we talk about real life, but if you're in movies from like the 80s and 90s, none of that shit applies. I was watching the fucking Alien movie, and it's like they had machine guns and they're battling a fucking alien horde. It's like they got their asses kicked. They're like, where are they? And they're like swinging these machine guns around, and they're just still getting eaten. It's like you would think, be like, oh yeah, if I had a fucking thing. So you think back to the 1400s with this fucking onslaught of fucking barbarians or some shit. It's like, no. If I look at the fucking movies from the 80s, no fucking way. They'd still get fucking killed. Because you're shooting and then there's like this horde from the side still coming up with battle axes and shit. And they're berserkers on top of that? Come on now. So fuck you and your fucking conspiracy theory about the fucking, oh, if I had a machine gun back there, I'd kill everybody. You eventually run out of fucking bullets. And if I know any of you motherfuckers, you'd be pulling that fucking trigger hot. Dude, you'd be fucking spraying down that section of the crowd. You got 200 bullets. You can't kill the fucking horde of 1,000. Fuck you. You'd have to pick up a battle axe from all the people that got shot by arrows. So shut the fuck up, you and your fucking things. You have crates of ammo that you just transported through time. You brought in that time machine that looks like an egg conveniently in every fucking science fiction movie. You brought a bunch of fucking crates of ammo. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. You die. You die. That's what you do. The one thing that I did find out, and you know this in the Me Too era, is that aliens didn't adhere to that concept of fucking treating everybody with respect because they impregnated everybody. It didn't matter man or woman. You know, they're the Harvey Weinstein of fucking the alien race. They just shoot their fucking face, grabbing face with the fingers, and they put them over their face and put their fucking thing inside of them. They put their thing inside of them, and then they fucking lay eggs in their body, and then a fucking thing shoots out, you know? They're the rapists of the alien world. The aliens are the rapists of the alien world, and that's true. And to finish this fucking horrible section up about the fucking 80s and 80s movies, you know, it's the one thing about it is, like, what I realize is that everybody's running around in whitey tighties, or, you know, like, they're running around in underwear, and I thought, like, man, like, Haynes must have had some stock in fucking Hollywood back then because they're all running around, nipples poking out, dickies poking out. They're just fucking running around in fucking underwear, in their pantaloons. And it gets a little weird, you know? Super weird. But it's a nonstop fucking Haynes commercial in the 80s and 90s.